Did you talk about mental health growing up?
No, mental health was not a thing that we talked about in the house. And I want to say it was due to my parents, like they weren't like aware of the topics that could come of mental health, or like they just brushed it off of their shoulders and said, it'll be fine.
How do you think that impacted you?
It definitely, it shaped me into the person I am. The cycle carried into me for a good bit of years. I guess the dynamic came in of like, if I can't talk about it with my family, then I really can't talk about it with nobody. My dad he suffered from drug abuse. And it was kind of like the elephant in the room for the family. One day the DARE program came to our school. They were telling us about like, if you or a loved one or someone you know is like impacted by drug abuse, like, you know, like you can reach out to us, you can come and speak to us. I brought up the DARE program to my mom, and it was met with, why would you go and speak to like an outside source about this? It was basically, you're airing out family business that doesn't need to be aired out. It took time over the years for me to get where she was coming from. After that incident, it definitely, that was a big like replay in my brain of like, you shouldn't speak to other people about this issue. It definitely let me bottle up a lot of things that came out to hurt me later in life.
What do you mean by that?
Summer after I graduated from college, I experienced like a trigger from my past childhood.
What was the situation?
It was behavior from my dad. It brought me back to that place of like where I was a child and kind of like how I felt hopeless and like stuck in a situation that I couldn't get out of. I sat with it for about a week, and it was just like, as the week progressed, I kept getting sadder and sadder, deeper and deeper into that depression. And it got to the point where I was contemplating taking my life. But before I got to like the end all be all goal of suicide, I had to like step back, calm myself down, and realize like everything I believe in.
What do you hope you sharing your story will do for someone else?
Wanted to reach not only the heart, like the minds and the hearts of younger Black kids, but that of the older generations as well. You have so many Black men committing suicide and going through these struggles, and at a certain point you have to ask yourself, what am I gonna do to help stop this?